Is this thing on? Hello. What's up? Look at this beauty. One penny from 1851. An 1851 U.S. penny. What's up, guys? Samantha, Granite, Dennis, what's going down? No, Granite. I'm not. I haven't heard that name. Texas coin ring. They're available. You can order it right now, Samantha. You can make it today. Maybe tomorrow. This is a U.S. 1 cent. So back in the day, our pennies were big. So they were much thicker. And much cooler. It's copper. Hoping this works out. If you order from the website, you can just pay with your credit card. But this is an old coin, and I started sanding the edge because it has a non-reeded edge. I'm trying to get the dings out, and then I decided, why not just do this live? Because A, I'll have documentation in case something goes wrong with it for the buyer. Because when you got a coin that's 170 years old, things can go wrong. And yeah, and it's a unique coin, the ring. So they want the heads out, so the date 1851 will be shown. It says Liberty on the headband. So I'm going to finish sanding out this edge here, trying to get any of these bigger dings out, because those will really show later once I start doing the folding process, because that part of the ring will be this part when we're done, so any imperfections will really show. So I want to try to get rid of any imperfections right now. And it's not really doing anything, any kind of damage to the coin itself as far as it being ringed, because it had a flat edge to begin with, so I'm just re-flattening it out. It's losing a little bit of metal too, but no big deal. It's hot. It's really hot. So these are the spots I'm more worried about right here. There's a couple dings right in the same area. And those can really be problem spots. This coin's really hot. No, the AC's not fixed. It's hot. It's hot. Luckily, the roommates are gone. So I won't bother them by having my door open to my room. So the door's open right now. And it's 98 degrees outside today. And I'm in the attic. So it's probably about 85 right now in my shop. But I gotta get this order out. So this is the spot I'm having problems with. It's probably hard to see. one nick, and it's so tiny, but it's going to be an issue if I don't sand it out. Woo, it's hot. Here's another ding. Woo! Oh, it's hot! It's hot! It's hot! Everything's hot right now. This coin's burning hot. I'm burning hot. It's gonna be pretty epic coin ring though. If it all works out, it's gonna be pretty epic. Woo! I think we're good. I'm just gonna run with it and see how it goes. All right, so I want to try to get as much of that Liberty from the headband in it as I can. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to keep the whole word Liberty because I got to punch a center punch there. So, what's up, Debs? So we'll see what happens. Let's see what size punch we're going to do. I'd like to do this size, but that's going to take out a lot, almost all the Liberty. I mean, we're going to lose Liberty no matter what. So that sucks. Even if I went with a small punch, you're only getting the LIB. So we're losing Liberty anyways. Hi, buddy. How are you? You know we're going to punch some coins, and you'd love that, huh, buddy? That's his favorite part of the day. I don't know why he loves the sound of punching coins out, but I'm thinking in between these two is probably good. 7/16 punch. I'm going to go with, it's going to be a size 8.5 final size, which is a smaller size coin ring. This would be cool with the tails out. So it said United States of America with the wreath around it, and then we would just lose the 1 cent part rather than just having the stars and the date, I think. So yeah, I'm going to do this size. I'm just hoping we don't have too many issues because it's not an easy replacement. It's not an easy coin to replace. If you have earphones in, I suggest turning them down, because this is where I hammer the coin out. It will get loud. So there's the 1 cent. What's up, Lisa? Center punch. that go, macaroni? That go on your side? There it is. Alright, so this is what we're gonna have for detail. Hi, buddy. Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Say hi to everybody. Say hi, buddy. Say it's hot in here, huh, buddy? Say, Daddy, it's hot. It's hot, buddy. Okay, I gotta work. Okay? I'm gonna sand out the hole. Mac Daddy! Alright, it's pretty rough in there, so I'm going to hit it with some sandpaper and some steel wool. Hi, buddy. Get in the hole. Mac is a sweet little fur burger. Sweet little fur burger. Fur baby baby. Baby baby. Fur baby baby. What are you guys doing today? Anything? I'm really nervous about this coin. Just for the records. Should probably put that over there and that over there. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Let's hope for the best here. I'm hoping I don't have to stretch it. If I have to stretch it, that's where the problem is going to probably happen. Plus, I hope it doesn't just melt when I hit it with the heat. That would suck. Just have the whole coin just melt right in front of you. I'm gonna heat up a copper coin first and see how it does. 'Cause I don't deal with copper too much. I believe the newer coins are copper. So it's 2017. Should be a good test. I need to grab a little bit of water to quench it real quick. Oh, I'll just borrow Mac's water. Thanks, Mac. We'll use Mac's drinking water. Yeah, it didn't take long for it to warp. You can see all the bubbles that came and formed. So this is going to be really interesting. Like really interesting. Like I can almost melt this. So that makes it that much more nerve-wracking to do this. So basically, this is what happened. Just a little bit of heat to a copper penny. What's up, G-Man? So you have to heat it so you don't get splits. So I'm just gonna have to be very careful. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Here we go. Just going with a little bit of heat. Coin looks good. I'm hoping it's enough heat to allow me to make these folds. So this is the moment of truth. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Cut edge looks pretty good. Okay, so that's as far as I can go with the coning process. Now we got to stretch it. It's getting little tiny almost like fracture, like a tiny fracture mark or something, which makes me nervous. I'm gonna actually sand this down a little bit better with this softer bit. Try to make it a little more, making the metal a little more perfect so there's less imperfections in it. Really got to take your time with these guys. I'm about 90% sure this isn't going to work, but I want to make it, take every step I can to make sure that it hopefully does. God, if it does, it's going to be really cool looking that date. The 1851 would be so cool looking, because it kind of does one of these. This is so much fun. This is my favorite thing to do, make coin rings. If anybody's interested, check out some of my art. You can go to lukescoinart.com. See most of my available art and some past art. There's an about me page so you can learn about a little bit about me, my past. I don't go into scam baiting on there, but maybe someday that'll be part of my history. Alright, now's the scary part. We got to stretch this thing out. So our cut side looks really nice. It's nice and shiny. There's no flaws, no issues, no errors. So we are going to use this here. My shop towels are downstairs, of course. But we got to heat this thing up first. I'm so nervous. There's a little tiny metal burr right here. You might be able to see it's tiny. I need to buff that out too real quick. Because that can really turn into something ugly later. There's just so many flaws, errors, or issues with this coin. Just gonna have to hope for the best with that guy. Alright, so we're going back to the heat, and we're hoping we don't do this to it. We do not want to do this to it. But this is where heating it's important, because now I really have to do the stretching, and this is where we're really going to press our luck with this metal. Alright, so right now, it's pretty small. We got to stretch it quite a bit. It's only a 5.5, and it needs to be an 8.5 final. So we need to stretch it quite a bit. This is where I think things are going to go bad. Sorry about the shaking, guys. It's gonna shake. Ooh, my wrist is messed up. So right now we're pretty close to the size we need, but our shaping is way off. And what's happening is those little flaws are starting to fracture. So you can see right here at the top, little fracture mark. So most likely that's gonna split open if we stretch any further. Like it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try to sand that down to where hopefully we sand beyond it. But I have to sand the whole edge to make it level. It's going to be tough to recover for this one. This can be an instrument of torture. If I use like get like one of these tools out, get like use this one on you, like put that up your nose. Yep, probably gonna fail on this guy. I'm okay with failing, but most of the time I'm okay with failing on something I can replace and then still get the customer what they need. So I'm gonna keep going and go beyond, really try to make this work. Because we're so close. If I didn't have to stretch it anymore, kind of fixed it, but it's just too deep. It's too deep. So I'm going to heat it one more time, stretch it a tad bit more. If I could stretch it to about, because we're at 8 1/4, if I could get it to another size, like maybe up to here, without splitting it, then I can reduce this side down and it would be okay. So that's my hopes right now. Because I'm nervous, super nervous. I don't know if I already did this. I'm doing it again just in case I didn't do it. I don't know if I did it or not. So I really clean that up. The fracture is, or was, right at the top of the coin there. And you can still see a little indentation there. And that's really just the coin design, because on the face, that's where the nose and the chin are. So in between there, in between the nose and the chin is a lower detail point, and that just happens to be where that spot is. So there's a higher point of the coin here and a higher point of the coin here. So the low point tends to be where the fractures happen. So I haven't made a ring from gold coins, no. Talk about nerve-wracking. I'm nervous using a $20 coin, let alone a $1,800 coin or $1,300 coin, whatever gold's at. 13, silver and gold's been going up, so I know silver peaked $18 today or yesterday or recently. Just really trying not to overheat this thing. Alright, moment of truth. If we can get past this stretching, we should make it. Here's my Taco Bell napkin. Come on, baby. Something went on the ground. I gotta find, oh there it is. I gotta find it before I keep going, so I'll forget I dropped it, and I'll look for it later and I'll lose my mind. It's my cone, I need my cone. Alright, the stretching worked. How far did we stretch? We got to 9.5. Do I want to take it any further? So now we've got a weird shape to it, right? So this side's bigger than we need. This side is way bigger than we need. So we need to reduce this side down to be close to this side. And I have a little bit of room to work because we're a little big. And when I do shrink it, there's no reed to worry about that I have to remove from the inside. So there's still that fracture that won't be an issue. It's right here. It's hard to see. There's a little line going through. Once I shrink this, it'll pinch that up. Should be okay. It shouldn't be anything that's noticeable. Plus, in final preparation of this, I can sand that out. But right now, still questionable, guys, on if this is gonna 100% work. But we're looking pretty darn good right now. We're looking better than I would have expected. So I'm wrapping it right now in some Teflon tape to protect the detail of the outside of this coin. I'm going to take it over here. I got you guys plugged in. I'm just going to keep you guys plugged in. I'll have to watch from afar. But now I'm going to put it in with the bigger side up into this reducer, and that will reduce the coin the top of it down to where it's closer to where the bottom is. What's up, tree surgeon? Alright, so there's no reed to worry about, so I don't have to worry about protecting the detail, but I'm just going to anyways. That's just pressing the top down. Closer to where that bottom is. Hopefully not going too far so that I have to stretch it anymore, because then we'll have some issues. Some major issues. Major issues. I don't want to go too far. I'm going to take this really slow because I just want to get it just right. Checking my size as we go. We're at about a 9, so I can squeeze this down just to, actually that's probably good right there. I'm going to take the die now, and we've reduced this side to be closer to this side. And I'm going to put it in this die like this, upside down, and get the two sides pretty close. So I'm going to press it all the way down. I think that's going to make it too small, but we'll see. It's what's got to be done. Alright. So, right now, it's a 7.5. I need an 8.5. I'm going to press the other side down just to make sure it's pressed down all the way as well, like this one side is. So now I'm done with the outside. We've got the ring shape. We've got a ring shape. So now there's just enough metal on this side, which is the reeded side, this side here. So hopefully when I take that off, we're sitting pretty at a size 8.5. So let's pray we get a whole size out of this. Ooh, I do not want to save this. I normally save my metal, but I normally save my pure silver. So I'm going to do this over this trash can here. Just dispose of it. It just takes little shavings off. Still a little bit left. Let's see where that put us. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Didn't take off much. So we're probably gonna have to stretch this more. Which is where we're gonna run into the problems. This tool works really good on copper, almost like it was made for copper. Crazy. We're getting there. We're getting real close. Still enough in there to reduce without hitting any detail. We might make it, folks. I'm getting excited. What's up, White? Alright, that's about all I want to remove. I don't want to remove any more. So you can see where that kind of shinier metal is up top, that's where we're removing the metal. And I'm still not hitting any of the detail like United States of America on the inside. I want to make sure we keep that good. We are one line away. One little line away. Okay, here we go. We're going for that line right there. We're almost there. Let's see what it looks like on my my true mandrel. That's true size. It says the same thing. It says the exact same thing. Still got room to work before hitting that United States of America. Now that reed is fully gone. We're sitting just shy of the 8.5, which means once I use my sanding tool that I need to use to sand that off anyways, it should take off that little bit. So we're going to sand the cut side and that part that we deburred, but we're looking like we don't have any sandpaper on here. So I'm going to replace that real quick. I need to order some more of that. All right. Karen, you're a mod. You can do what you need to do. I'm not seeing anything. Oh yeah. I trust my mods to do what they gotta do. Thank you. Woo! This is a pretty one, guys. This might as well be a gold coin. It's just as pretty. I think this one's gonna get a nice polish. Woo! It's hot. Coin is hot, you guys. It's hot. This one's going down in the history books. The record books too, maybe. Oldest coin I did was the 1842. It was an 1840. It was a 420 coin. So my buddy collects half dollars, bust half dollars. And it was an 1840. And then in 1840 it was the 420 ring because the 1820, because in 1820 they made it. In 1822 they covered the 0 up with a 2, and in 1824 they covered the 4 up with, or the 2 up with a 4. So it was a 4 over 2 over 0, which we called the 420 ring. It was a rare coin. The coin itself is worth probably $300, but the guy that had it made, he's got one of the top collections in the world for that kind of coin. So it was just a normal, it was like pocket change to him. So now I'm able to sand out any like imperfections in that cut side. They're easier to get to. Is that where 1107 came from? I'll set. I think we're good. Do a little sanding on this guy. Catch up on chat. Catch up on my coffee. Me too, Danielle. See, I always get coffee drips on my nose and it stains my nose. I have a coffee stain on my nose right there. It looks like a freckle. When they came up with the word freckle, I wonder if they're like, hey, how's this word sound? Freckle. They're like, yeah, it sounds good. Let's go with freckle. Another one is wall. The word wall. Do you say wall to yourself enough? Wall. It just sounds like a sound, like wall. It's really weird. Googly Chrome. So let's polish this thing. Let's see what it looks like polished rather than patinaed. Polished over patinaed. Pretty happy here. If anybody wants a custom coin ring made, if you got check this out. So when my grandmother passed, she left me a coin collection, and I took one of the coins and I made it into a ring. So now I get to wear one of my inherited coins all the time rather than have it in a safe. How cool would that be to have? If anybody out there has like a special coin, maybe a little inheritance just sitting in a safe, they could take like a 50-cent piece out of, have made into a sweet coin ring to wear with pride at all times, of high quality. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Luke Dawg's talking about. That's what Luke Dawg is talking about. This is probably one of the tougher coin rings I've ever done. Way to go, Karen. I feel like this looks like it's a gold coin now. Look at that. Let's shine it up. Let's make this thing crack-a-lack. Make it crack-a-lackin' looking. Clean up my mess here, up in here. And then we'll trade this tool out. For a buffin wheel. I think I'm gonna put a glove on for this one because these things get hot. They get so hot. What hand do I have? I have a right hand that I'll be using for this. It's already hot as hell in here. Oops, I need it on my left hand too. I actually need it only on my left hand. Silver compound. I'm sweating. It's so hot in here. Oh my god, it's hot, you guys. If you guys want to see the final product, it'll be on my Instagram. All one word, Luke's Coin Art. One word, Luke's Coin Art. I won't be able to capture photos of this or a good view of this here because it's going to be buffed, and when I have buffed coins the reflection is so shiny that it makes it impossible to capture on film. We're going to go over to the buffing wheel. The wheel of buffany. I'm going to try the left hand. I'm going to use my right hand on this one. I'm not that crazy. I'm not that stupid. I mean, I am, but I just dropped something. Got to get that before macaroni hits it. All I can say is wow. 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 Might be one of my favorite rings of all time. Wow. It's a beaut. It's really pretty. I'm gonna have to do this on. I'm gonna have to do this with my camera, taking photos and all that, and post them on Instagram. But yeah, it turned out really nice. Um, here's the date. Let me see if I can set this down here. Oops, I just touched it. Now I gotta repolish it. Focus. Come on, camera. Struggling. Yeah, guys, sorry, it's so hard to click coin. What condition was it? I would say, I mean, it was probably better than normal. I mean, it wasn't, it had good detail still. The edge had a couple dings in it that I had to polish out. And then the rest is just the stars basically going around it. The inside's probably the coolest. Like I was saying, this would have been really cool as a outside of the ring, the United States of America part. It's inside with the wreath. But yeah, very hard to capture. So I'm gonna put this on my Instagram. I'm gonna go take some good pictures right now, guys. Yeah, it's a $18 to $25 coin if you were to buy it, probably. I would say maybe up to 30, 40 bucks tops, but 1851. I never looked up like if it was rare or anything. But got the book right here. 1851. Yeah, I would say it fell in a 20 to 30 category, so the book's always high. So yeah, 20 to 30 bucks probably. It was a cool coin, very cool one to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go get pics of this because I'm in love with it. I'm gonna polish it up again real quick and get some awesome pics of this thing, put it up there. Thanks for coming, guys.